go up to the floor.
Plus your missile adds.
What are you?
I am an artificer, and kind of like a rogue wizard.
Okay, here's a question, because I don't know if since him being an artificer...
No, he's a rogue.
Yeah, essentially I'm a rogue.
Okay, so spell points actually do the same, so he gets the spell points as well?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean by everyone has spell points?
No, I'm saying for XP.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
just checking.
Defender.
For some reason I had a brain fart.
Too much of last
Okay,
night?
let's go here.
Possibility. Very, very strong possibility.
Okay, now we're back. With you sitting in camp, or you're sitting at the house of the Sodners, Parvis and Ray. Well, they're back a day and a half dealing with animals. So I will say, like I said, second level dex roll to hit, but if it's magic, or use a magic or a ranged weapon.
Ranged weapon.
Okay, which one?
The crossbow. The lever action 5-shot crossbow.
Oh, the docu? Yeah. So you roll on dex roll second level. Usually you roll 25.
6.
You're good. And then roll damage. And add your missile adds because it's range. And how about you?
I do not have anything to do that with.
Okay, so you're just waiting for him to get there to you.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
let's start rolling.
but I will take the opportunity to Vorpal Blade for next round, though, at least.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
I got a 95.
And you, what did you roll to hit? Second level?
Mhm.
Just dex roll. What's your dex? Or do you have an archery skill at?
Don't think she picked up the archery yet.
No, it's
25.
You got it. How much damage? 90 something?
95.
Okay. One goes down. Give her 65 points.
62.
Ooh, that one got hurt. It's probably not going to stay around. So we're going to say the last three come charging in for physical. So you guys can go to physical attacks now. I'll roll mine. We'll lump yours together against mine.
How did mine get up there on yours?
Huh?
My dice are right here. They wound up there. Oh, they might have been in the way of your cup. That might be how. Oh, dear Christ! You can only take two.
Yeah.
Only take two, good sir.
Yeah. That's still funny. That was funny.
Yeah, I remember one time, I think
Okay.
it was Mo.
You have your number?
Sixes.
I got a 61.
61.
Okay, so this is a 40.
Can you? I need a tissue. Got a.
I do not have one.
Oh. My leg's bleeding.
Did you hit a,
No, scratchy. Scratched the spot on my leg.
Well, be right back.
This gives me a chance to get my number for you.
You didn't want to show it on camera, so.
Oof. Fuck, I forgot how much damage this axe can do for me.
Thank you. Okay, I got my number. Yeah.
Okay, what do you got? 80?
290. Yeah. Oh yeah. If I got the opportunity to
Okay.
take the time to be
Everyone
prepared,
gets
I'm going
65
to
more
do it.
points.
I'm going to do it.
And they all died. All 5 of them.
Yay.
Well, one ran away. The one that still had 3 points. Who will give more friends? So, we hit nighttime. What were you gonna do? You get there at nighttime. You were sent to the barn to stay. So, probably just sleep in or just sleep, rest, and recover and everything. Okay, we'll finish there at nighttime, then we'll come back to your next day and see what you see or what you might want to check on around you, or if you want to talk to some people. But you guys, we'll start with you. Roll dice 6.
Roll the, hold on, yeah, roll the evil number.
No, I'm gonna roll afterwards and see what I like. 6?
6.
Isn't that what we had the last time?
No.
Yeah,
or
6.
1.
Yeah.
6 was
we
the
had
last
one last
Yeah,
time.
I'd say why don't we let him re-roll, having 6 two nights in a row.
Too bad. What do
Two
you
times
get?
in a row?
No.
3. It wouldn't
Oh,
matter.
that's why you were trying to say, no, we should change that.
No.
4.
I'll give you. I was going to give you the option of having a totally different one instead of 6
No,
in a
I
row.
like training you guys not to roll 6s. And then you roll 4. Okay, nighttime's over. You guys pack up your stuff, get ready for the next day's travel, and then what do you do the next day? Wake up at the barn, and marker here. Now, from where you are,
Oh, this was
you see on the far side of the same area, you can see like there's another farm nearby, and they have their own land with a fence between them. There's roads on both sides of you, Heather Way and Farmer's Walk. But also, you could head north, more to town. You see further on north, way towards the other side of town, there's a mayor's home. But over here, like past the farms, but one probably the nearest things, because it's out on the edge of town, is a rather large and foreboding-looking building. Almost looks like what nowadays you see as like a Gothic-style apartment building. It's big. It's like 5 stories tall.
I'm gonna take the day to rest.
Okay. Oh, you probably read that. Well, you don't have to really. So, you guys, starting with Rose. Oh, we did the night. So next day, you roll. That's a nice crap. Oh. Well, you can use your own. I mean, you feel that. Well, roll a die 6.
That's
Two.
never good.
2? Okay. Make an intuition check. See if you see what's coming in.
Yeah. 24.
Okay? So you got first up. So you hear what sounds like a voice coming from the fog saying, you know you're gonna die.
Back off, you spiffy bitch.
I'm not dying today.
Are you yelling that out into the fog?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys see her suddenly turn and yell into the fog. I'm not gonna die! That's it. Put her in a straight tank.
Somebody says I'm gonna die. No, I'm not dying today.
You got anything to say about her strange conversation?
Who you talking to?
I just heard a voice saying I'm gonna die.
And then from the opposite side of the fog, basically on your other side, the voice says, well, you know, Todd's looking for you.
Keen.
Todd.
Should I go with keen hearing to see if I hear what she's hearing?
Or a second level intuition. First level keen hearing, second level intuition. Here. Or IQ. Thank you.
29.
Okay.
Hearing.
Yes, you heard it last time.
Last time?
You heard what we just said.
Oh.
You too. You heard the second one even when they talked about count. Todd is looking for you.
Can I respond?
Sure. I mean, you heard it, he heard it, she heard it, so it's probably really there.
Why is Todd looking for us?
Considering you ran away like a little girl last time.
You're all gonna die. Says the one back from the other side. Where'd you first heard?
He can try to kill us.
Hey, not before you.
And then you hear kind of a on something, on wood. It's out there in the fog.
It's a bird. It's gonna be some kind of bird.
What sucks is I can't listen to Ghost and read at the same time.
Goes in what?
And read at the same time.
Oh! Well, then once you're done, well, then you can go back and listen, I guess. Does it confuse you?
No!
You try to make it into song?
The lyrics go into the words that I'm
You'll be
reading.
like, ask me questions about the song. And
What the fuck is this square hammer? Why is this guy talking about a square hammer?
the magical weapon I want. But it's not in the module. It has to be. I read it in my pages. Okay.
What is this guy marry on a cross?
What is this guy talking about Stacy's mom?
Well, I don't
No.
think Ghost has a Stevie
No.
Mom song, but
The song. Just all of a sudden that comes on and it's...
It was 8675309.
Wait, there were numbers in that?
how much gold is here? Okay.
This is from back in.
So you're hearing this around you. You guys should continue moving on.
Yep.
Okay.
Why does Janie have a gun?
Everyone, make a luck roll.
What?
Second
Oh my
level will be
God.
best. First level will be alright.
Sure.
Basically, if you fail, it's a single attack. 15. Well, I know what I'm doing to you.
31.
24.
Okay. You were
That's
completely ignored.
I'm still looking for
You know
it.
what? I should read it probably next.
That is fucked. And that's dead. That is so fucked.
That bad, huh?
Continue what you're doing.
And that's the guy you're with. So,
Continue what you're doing.
continue killing them. Okay. You.
Wow.
You're attacked. But so are you. But you see
Bring
it
it.
coming.
I see it coming.
Nothing came after you.
Oh, I understand, but one of these, if something's coming after one of these two, I want to be able to do something to it.
Well, the one that she doesn't see is coming up behind her.
Oh, okay.
So if you can make a second level intuition roll, basically because she started the encounter, that's why.
Nope,
it's
nope,
second
I'll
level.
do it.
I will say, guys, if I get it.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Oh my dice! Everyone escapes! God damn it, I know that there's one. Okay.
I didn't feel one hit me, so
Overall, I got a 31.
31?
Yeah.
So you see it. A dire robin, if you remember those
Are you
things,
sure we're not
Yes.
Chloe's sisters?
is flying up behind her to hit her. He sees the one coming at you.
do I need to roll anything to be able to hit the damn thing?
Just a first level dex roll. Because they are less than half your size.
I usually break off the edges.
So they're
Well, they're medium size.
I don't
Oh,
like
okay.
They're
it.
pretty
27.
They're like size of almost like
The best part is the middle, because it's got
almost as tall as a vulture.
Oh, okay. So if I shoot it with a crossbow, it'll...
Yeah, it's only because it's so many close.
How are you with
It'll only be a first level
Did
dex
you
roll.
cross off?
27.
27.
Okay.
I hate
So,
crust.
crossbow, I hit
I
it.
hate crust.
So I'll do mine.
I literally hate crust.
I'm gonna have to ask Mom if she can hit it. No, I'm gonna have to ask my dad if he has a daughter that I don't know about.
I can't
all of a
if my
sudden-
parents is so dead.
Something tells me he's gonna pull a Joey Tribbiani to you and go, who told you? He does.
Because Rose and I do the same thing with the Pop-Tarts.
And
With the
sandwiches.
crust sauce.
Most people do. The crust stuff. That's that. I love toast crust. But Pop-Tarts, it's just because they're lazy, because they don't want to put the stuff all the way on the edge. The inside needs to go all the way to the edge.
I can't do toast crust.
I don't need dough condoms on my fruit. Sorry. That's my gift.
Oh, and I do shove behind you as I
If you can pull off a second level intuition, I'll let you roll your points for defense. But not for attack, because you're basically throwing your weapon up in front of you. What'd you get?
153. Excuse me.
Do you have one for you?
Okay, it's dead. Take 45 points.
I got 47.
47?
Yeah.
47, you said?
No,
yes.
let me double check. 45.
Okay.
Strawberry one.
Why did I think 7?
Because
I'm
he
not the
said
only
it.
one.
That's why.
And that means you killed it.
I didn't
Hey,
need this
nice.
one back on
So you may have turned around and pulled your weapon up in time, but then the dead bird hit you. He hit it with a crossbow.
45 as well for him, right?
The doctor again? So you still have 3 more shots ready before you have to reload. Yep. Oh, if you sat for a while, you could probably reload it halfway through. You know.
Yeah, because you're.
It takes longer because they're kind of
And they
like
also run my
connected. And you have to take them out, reload the clip kind of thing again, and then reload it.
My
But
older
No,
sister,
it's-
she
I
just
got
it's not an emergency, like in the middle of battle. It's not easy to do.
Well, that's why
So
you
my
have
dad-
several clips.
Yeah.
Which is
He
what I
would've-
had.
met your.
So in other words, it's like an M1
Grant.
Garand.
You,
Nice.
because he's a 64.
Just doesn't have the twang and everything.
He would've been like-
subjected.
It still has both.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
no
very
problem.
nice.
No, I'm saying the twang when it's finally
My dad's
empty.
born at-
When you go to reload an M1 Garand, twang, everything that.
Well, it
That
reloads.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have that sound because the
I
metal
think my
makes that
grandpa was a
noise.
little bit more
Yours is all
than
wood
that,
based,
for what I've heard.
I think.
Well, a bow makes noise.
Well, yeah.
My
Yeah,
grandpa
it's-
was really.
Matter of fact, I don't think
my
many
mom-
crossbows
my grandma's
have the
grandpa
period.
was my mom's.
Had metal bows on them. That's something we did.
I think
in
you
the
do
shop
Smoking
class.
it in the same bar.
Yeah.
Metal was pretty, especially doing it in a way that it was flexible.
It was very hard back in that day.
Yeah, it would have made it cost way
Although-
too much.
Although they did prove the Ulfburn, there was a way, and somebody did try forging it that way. The only thing he said was the forge took all the melt the metal to where it had those impurities was hard, and then hammering it out to the sword part
That's why a
was
lot of
the
people
biggest pain.
to make them. They start with truck spring or truck.
Yeah,
What
no,
is that piece underneath?
yeah,
Springs,
yeah. But this guy, he actually went with going old school to prove that you could do it that way.
Oh yeah. Oh, good.
And he just said it would just
There's my
took
dad.
so long to make just one sword.
Yeah, but also
My older brother. Well, my half brother.
Yeah, but he said it was the way it was made was very light and it bent real easily and it didn't break. He was impressed with it though.
Now, something to mention with bows and crossbows. Just something that, really, because we've not had a lot of people with bows and crossbows in the game lately. But, if you want, you can go to someone who is an archer and you find the section under your full dagger. There it is. Self bows can be augmented by suitable use of materials. Basically, for half the price, you can use laminated wood. And what that will do is give you a +1 more adds to it, an additional 10 yards in range. You can also back or composite bows, which again gets 50%. This one adds +2 to adds, and at 20 yards in range. If it's built and backed, you can get 30 adds and 30 yards advantage. But it costs, for both those, it's going to cost basically double the price of the original. So it is something you can do. But I will also extend it to, I'm sure someone can, if you have a bow or crossbow, you probably by working with the bow that's on there. So, next, so you did, you're attacked, everyone got your points for your dire robins. Like I said, in most vampire places, those have been dire throws. But we're in Todd's strange little world. He has dire robins. You speak like those.
Yeah.
I used to think about when I was younger, getting a crow and teaching it the runes, the names of them. With Orc and through all the runes, there's only like 22, I think. So it only had to know 22 words. And then when it said something, it's kind of like drawing a rune randomly, or like the equivalent to most people see like drawing a tarot card. It have to be nature giving you clues. But then I thought if I did it, I probably wouldn't listen half the time anyways. You can't go through all that work and not do it.
No, but anybody who comes over will be looking at you like a crow going, what the hell?
And then everyone I used to know would have known what he was saying. I was around a lot of the church has failed me, so I'm with other religions. So, next day, you did that. So it's your turn. Two, you're good. How about you? 4. Okay. Now, you can push on through the night and reach the lit town you see out in the distance as it's starting to get dark. So it'll probably take you a full night to get there, or you can rest and go in the morning.
Just rest.
Well, that'd probably be safe. Probably be nicer.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who's the last one to roll? You? So, Rose, die 6 for the night.
2.
We're getting shirt the same? Ironbeard?
Yeah, and our Iron
Ironbeard. That one's probably me. It's like Mountain wasn't his first name originally.
No, Mountain Brew.
Yeah, oh, that was it. Ironbeard.
But he did have a first name, but we just
almost
started.
gave you Ironbeard.
Remember Lexi's character,
Red Bull?
yeah,
It was actually
Red Bear?
Red Bear. I keep calling him Red Bull. No. I even drew him that way one time. It's an angry bull, and it's like, but I'm not a bull. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then Felix.
But in the City of Heroes, he always made these nauseous looking characters. Yeah, sometimes these superhero characters they have like way too many colors to them.
I hate those.
That's what he would always do on purpose. Make sure that like the upper half clashes the bottom half.
I got this.
So, let's get off. Iron Bolt, yours was Benjamin.
Ben.
We're
Yeah.
right up like gold.
Okay, and what was yours? Rose? What was yours? Raina?
Yeah, Rhino, Rose.
Just spell it wrong, be sure.
RNA.
Alright, oh, Rena?
Yeah.
Rena?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't see it all the way from here. You're the only one. Oh no, Ben has his name up on his too.
Yeah, if you put Ben up there.
Yeah, I was doing that for a while.
And then Wynn. WYN.
Named the town after you, didn't they?
Yep.
Okay. You need to know that. So, where was I at? You rolled?
One.
One. And that 1, 2, 3. Yep. So that's a night. So we have daytime travel. So start with Rose.
I'm just resting in town.
1.
Well, right now they're on the same day, like that you are now waking up to.
No, I'm just resting now.
But yet,
1.
My turn.
you got the. Here it is. Okay.
Almost dropped mine in dice.
Oh, right now.
We're daytime, right?
Yeah.
Roll that 6 for me.
6.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, worse.
You hear dogs again, but these ones have a bit more of a hollow sound, almost haunting sound to their voice, and it's hard to tell the direction they're coming from. In a way, their voice almost sounds like something screaming. You are on foot. Well, you could attempt, but you're more than one turn away, basically, from the town. You attempt to outrun them? You guys have that wagon? Or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys can attempt to outrun them? Because of course you must have a horse then. No, he's pulling it. He's a hobgoblin, who knows?
Well, I probably would have the strength to do it. I got the ampersand next to him. I don't think we ever figured out what else that was. I think that was something we were gonna do later.
No, I know what you are.
I don't.
I need to tell you.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell I am.
Think about this. Goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbears are related.
Heart bugbear, aren't I?
Yeah. It's not uncommon among hobgoblins.
That's where my strength comes from.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Like that.
a little bit of bugbear.
Should I throw that down there so I remember that?
If you want.
Perfect.
Put, like on the bottom, put the asterisk, same symbol that you have next to your strength. Or just write right next to your strength. Bugbear.
I'm gonna have to do
What am I
that
to do?
for you for your birthday.
That means either your mother or father. Think of your mother.
That'd probably be better.
Your mother was a bugbear, your dad was a hobgoblin. He liked her though. He likes them big. He's out there looking for ogres now. Mix my blood with ogres.
Oh God!
What do you in Hellraiser? Or not Hellraiser. God, what the fucking game is that in my head? Shadow or nope.
Oh, Cthulhu.
Nope. Now I remember what I'm thinking of. It's a movie for some reason, but it's Black Crusade. It's in hell. It's hard to get the difference. How do you see ogres? I've seen some stuff questioning what they're like, but they're in the Empire here and there, but like rare.
From right here, I don't think he's ever met one.
Well, have you heard anything in the, like a definite thing on any of the game, or are they just like, are they appearing in humans, or are they actually ogres from another planet?
Oh, for 40K. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's alright.
You switched the tracks and
I did. It came up in my head. I was watching some stuff yesterday, and they had an ogre who had been arrested. They didn't want to save him, but he says that he's been serving him. So, how would he have ended in that situation?
Oh, okay. Because the Imperium of Man allows certain mutant strains to exist, and Ogrin is what they're called. Or essentially, the 40K ogres
Yeah.
are allowed to exist. Basically, they got,
Are they on the Earth?
No, they actually have their own worlds.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. If they were Xenos or not.
No, they're basically human mutant. That's sanctioned by the Imperium to exist.
I was thinking of one of those encounters. I'm going to pull something out of the old Warhammer book. Because, it's got the same stats layout. So I thought, there could have been a planet there before everything got destroyed. So it could be its own race. But, okay, that's what I was just wondering. In the story, and I was like, trying to find an answer to it, and I couldn't really find one. I looked up trolls for her character in Shadowrun. Found out, they don't have a culture. Except for, I guess, in that Black Forest. But they mostly try to just fit in. But no one likes them. They're so big, they definitely don't, they're 700 pounds on the average. So it's like, I don't think they live on many second stories of building. I have problem at 350 for a while. I'm probably by a lot of weak spots here and there. Okay. Who's driving the wagon?
Probably him.
Does no one have a archer skill or wagon skill? Or
I do not.
Or animal handling.
that would help too. Wait. Oh, she was gonna get it, right? Or did you have it?
I don't have it, but I was going to get it.
Oh, you can get it when you go up a level. You can say, I want animal handling.
Well, I do
Especially
have
if you
a-
can find someone that has it that you could, like, learn it from.
Yeah.
But,
Either that or I guess to ask for that kid birthday gift.
yeah.
Coming up in about 9 days.
Hey! That's more than a week.
I know.
Can't have it yet.
Nope, it won't be till next Sunday.
I will use my birthday and cancel yours. How's that? So, whoever's driving needs to make a roll. You don't have a skill on your dex. And I will base it upon the speed they're moving.
Yeah, I will go to back the wagon with the crossbow to,
Shoot them if they start showing up.
yeah.
37.
Catch me again, sucker phantom.
Cool.
No, it's
31, 32, 33, what was that?
37.
I have a 33. So no 30. And, well,
Can I see him?
yes, after a while. Mostly what you first of all see is fire coming from their mouths and their eyes. They are wolves, but they are actually hellbound. So they actually breathe fire, too. They're coming after you. So, you're driving, right?
Yep.
37, first time.
Proudest of
And that was the first part today, or second. Whose encounter was that? Was that the first of the day or the second? Second. Okay. You only have one between you and getting there. So, I guess you roll a die 6.
4.
Okay. Because if you got an encounter, it would have been in the way and you wouldn't be able to get away. You would have been squished. You would have had fine for encounter. Okay. Well then, roll again. As you're getting closer to... Well, you're actually approaching the no-touchy zone. So, make another roll, and I will roll... Ooh, that one was nice though. And I'm going to re-roll it. No.
38. 57.
20. They were starting to give up as they got close to the... Well, you start entering where it looks like the fog's thicker. And, almost like there's a wall of it. Now, there is also a lake nearby, so it's not impossible that it could be fog from the lake. But, these things don't seem to want to enter. So, how do you guys feel about entering? Keep going. Okay.
Yeah, if these things don't want to follow, keep going.
Since you're driving, you will roll the dice 6.
3.
Okay. She hit her something? Not that you'll admit.
They're giggling about something.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help that one. What I keep you
Okay, well the road you're going on winds into the heart of a bog, reeking with decay. Thick mists swirl across the roadway, momentarily shrouding it. Gnarled roots twist and reach towards you. To your left, you hear a slow slogging, perhaps a heavy body dragging through the muck. To the right, sounds of a muffled cry or moan, as perhaps the wind. So yeah, it's basically you're on the dry area, and it's, well, free. You're probably going to need 2 more rolls on, using your dex.
Yeah.
Okay. To get, because you've entered at the 3, you're still in the thick of the fog. You're going to pull up to get to the road.
Yeah, this place smells and sounds like an owl after festival night with the food and mushrooms.
39.
What?
39.
You're good.
One more?
Yeah. If you fail, you get it stuck and your guys are going on foot. The fog don't let go.
35.
Okay. You're on the road. Let's see here.
I got you a ball.
Yeah, Dad.
Okay. Let's see where you have entered. Okay, no, that's the same. So, basically, you're on the dry spot, at least this time. If it rains enough, you probably would get wet if you get through here, but this is a higher spot, and it looks like people have piled bags of sand and stuff, and then wood on top of it, so it's a lifted area.
Mm-hmm.
With wheel marks through it because, well, a lot of wagons and it's usually somewhat wet here no matter what. So, from here, and where you are, you can continue heading towards the town. Although you can see the lights of the town here and there because they're hanging over a forest. A rather thick-looking forest, kind of like you know how the Delta looks, where sometimes you just can't crawl through. That kind of place. Also, to the south of you are some lights from on top of a hill. But those are like alone. I mean, there's nothing else around us. But it would mean going through the bog again.
No,
You
let's
do
just-
see a road in front of you, sir.
No, that's okay. Probably just head to town.
Yeah.
That's like best we can do.
Heading along the road. Okay. Since you're the one driving, so give me where that converts from D&D. I guess one would be. Let's go with wizardry.
$21.
Okay. Well, since you're driving, well, who wants to be on guard, like as you're rolling along the wagon? So go ahead and do a roll for encounter. Look at me. 3. Okay. Okay. You roll an intelligence roll or a wizardry check.
$25.
Okay. You roll counter check. Well, I'm also looking for 2. Okay. Where it states something, but you think they would put it in that same section. But no.
You never get that lucky.
Here's this. Here. Essentially, since what I'm looking for, they didn't know it was going on here. But the letters are HJ. Thank you. Well, I do need another roll for you,
Off of.
because the road is now turned to the south. You want to enter the forest? Well, actually, you have to leave the bog to get to the forest. Or just stay on the road.
Stay on the road.
Okay? So it's still on wizardry. The fog will have an possible effect on the area.
25.
again, the maybe. I got that. Okay, where are we at? I think you got 3 rounds.
Yep.
Okay. And this road now heading south.
So far, I've been good.
Yep. You got one more before you actually enter the forest. Still staying on the road.
Alright. Wizard,
Yes.
22.
The dog has a magic ball. Well, that one was close enough to, basically as you're going, all of a sudden you find yourself occasionally drifting towards the edge of the path like you're actually going to leave it. And then you like snap out and you pull yourself back over. So going through there, it wants you. It wants you to go.
I am not great in that.
Also, everyone make an intuition or an IQ check.
21.
22.
Okay. You notice as you were leaving the moors, something quickly moved through the fog behind you guys. You weren't able to see what it was, but basically you learned there's something out in the fog. It was hunting you guys, but if you were in there for more than 10 rounds, they got you. But you made every time you kept making you roll, you got through quick enough. You got lost, that could have changed. Now you're going into the forest. Let's see here. Both sides of you is a thick forest, the dark woods. Okay. So let's see, counting 3 spaces. 1, 2, 4. So we'll start on Rose. Roll by 6.
5.
Okay. Roll.
6.
You were bored. Roll a die 6. I just need to know how to read it. Even. Roll a die 6. 5. Okay. Actually, not 4. Okay. As you're riding along, up ahead, well, as you're going along, because he's one driving, so it's going to be like over where you were watching Free Tempest anyway. You see, off the road a bit, over by some trees, a little bit, there's a fire. You can see the light of the fire, but...
Is it like a campfire?
Yeah.
Kind of fire?
Yeah, it's a campfire.
that gem, it's like, looks like a campfire. Do you want to check it out or just keep on?
How close are we to getting into the actual town and getting to an inn?
Probably about, well, you don't know how long. The nearest building will be 3 more in town. Oh wait, 1, 2, 2 more. So, you guys can just take note that it's there.
Let's get into a building, so let's say.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you roll.
I do.
4.
You roll.
3.
Okay. You guys ride up, finally exiting the forest after a while. Nice little clean to a paved road. This dirt road lands on. It's in the town. But you're still out in the section of the farmers. You see a couple farms in front of you. You can go north on the road or south. The road you're on is Farmer's Lawn. You can see a sign. Hello? Can you read out?
Oh, I can read it.
You can. Can you?
No.
Okay? You can read the signs. They're now, but it's again, they've got like letters that have been added to it. So it's like a version, it's Grail, basically.
Yeah.
The one you're working on.
Is there an inn? They have.
Well, not from you can see from here,
No,
but
oh,
if you go north, it looks like most of the town is that way.
Yeah.
There's also a huge building further on this way. In front of you, there's a farm. So,
Let's go to the farm and see if there's a place we can stay.
Yeah.
get some information.
Yeah.
Information, yeah.
Okay. I'm rolling up to the farm. Morgan. Make an intuition. You hear the creaks of a wagon. Yes. You hear a wagon showing up. A wagon showing up to the house. You go to the top and look out the loft and see what there is. Okay? It's that wagon. The one you knew was coming after you sooner or later. Or at least they're coming after him. Do you hide in here or do you go announce yourself? Or just wait for them to go to the house? Okay. Well, you roll on up. Was it day or night now?
I think it was,
I think it's hitting for the early morning.
yeah. No,
You had to
not.
go slower because you were going through here for a
Oh,
while.
yeah.
So it's starting to get. You've been resting all day.
Commercials, they
Don't
suck.
There. No sound. No sound for you then.
And ladies and gentlemen, now that we're back to the break.
Who wants to go up to the farmer's door? They're probably getting dinner ready. Were you going to join them for dinner, or just eating your own, or did you want to visit them at any time?
I'll join them.
Okay, so you've already been there getting ready for dinner, or were you, if you wanted to be in the place, so you start walking that way? Okay. How about your buddy?
I don't know if he's allowed in the house.
No. I prefer you didn't bring him in again. Did that writing explain it any? Okay. I'll read it during the break. So, who's doing it?
I'll hop down.
You're gonna hop down, go over there, and knock on the door. You will need a charisma roll.
Oh, okay.
And what? You're a
Uh,
a drow.
Drow slash Drugar.
A Drugar drow.
Yeah.
A double D.
The button jobs,
Okay.
you know, followed with a slight hawk on it. Yeah.
Would you say you keep up your look, or do you like
Yeah.
take care of your hair, or is it just
Yeah.
loose?
Oh, I think.
Okay. So make your charisma roll. I'll give you no minuses because oddly enough, your type of thing. Well, not your full type, but one or the other. You're tall Drugar or short drow or heavy drow.
I look like a tall person.
Okay.
But it's like kind of like open hair that just won't survive. Okay. $35.
35. Oh, alright. What can we help you with?
Oh, my friends and I have been following somebody, but fortunately we lost track of them. Just wondering if there's an inn in town.
They look at each other for a while, and then, yeah, there's a town. I just got them for a place. Actually, I'd weather town too. We'll deal with that later. Little more money. I was just thinking, you're walking up there though.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the one you were looking for? And he points at the gray elf that's walking up. You guys.
Would I know that that's...
See, yeah, well, you might not be the only one. You two would have seen her. Because she kind of was hanging around with a bit, and as soon as he did the whole transformation thing, she was in.
I got you one.
So, how about you two? You guys want to try a first soul intelligence roll, see if you can recognize her? Should be able to help you. I think she's an ogre. I failed. I attack her.
29.
25 and a 29. Well, we got 2 second rolls, so yes.
Just point. You! Speedy bastard.
Hello there.
If you want him, he's in the bar.
Why don't you bring him in for food if you're gonna leave?
He's not allowed.
What did he do?
It's probably know what he is.
Is it alright if we join you and get the gist of what the hell is going on?
If you want to have meet you all in the barn,
If it's
we'll have
okay with the owners
we'll
of the
bring
place.
you some food.
That sounds good to me, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience on your family.
Okay. Would you speak for them?
Although I don't know them, yes, I'll speak for them.
Sir, I'll give you 80 gold for us bothering you at dinner time, first off, and for allowing us to stay here.
Speak. And then I said no. Talking to the wife. I don't know. Maybe you should just take it just in case. You don't see a lot of hobgoblins this square. So.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bobby.
Like, get off the freaking wagon.
You pay him?
Yeah, give him 80.
Not enough money.
I'm gonna make it easier on him. Give me the money.
Alright, they give it to you.
I walk over to the husband and wife.
Parvis and Ray.
This is for them staying here.
They're dressed kind of as a middle-class farmer movie. They're well-dressed. They're not like overdressed, but like they actually probably put on clean clothes before dinner.
Well, we kind of disturbed them right before dinner. I figured give something, and we kind of
Disrupted their
By
dinner.
the way, us dark elves don't really take kindly to hobgoblins.
Talk about that with my commanding officer, Ado.
I know the fucker.
Yeah, I'm a part of his group. He's got an alliance with us. So take it up with him.
Wonder what he's gonna say when he finds out you killed his pretty little Tiffany.
He already knows. We have to send a report. We usually have to send a weekly to a monthly report.
You just have to be able to get them out lately, though. Cemetery. Looking for the goddamn inn.
We'll have dinner first and discuss things.
Yeah, I can find it. Well, at least let you guys catch up. Now, they have the diary of the other side. Do you share your diary with them or not?
Yes. Well, let's read it when we come back from break.
Okay. You want to take a break now?
Yes.
Okay. Let me hit the magic button.
You know what? I just thought of this.
He's thinking, Mo, he's thinking we should be scared.
No.
I'm gonna get a hold of something.
Uh-oh.
Renee. Same guy.
Maybe you don't want it here. Lana. Did you finish all your food? I read you did. Yep. That's a little flip chicken. Oh, you playing with my knife? First thing. Well, we're gonna read it when we get back.
Lay down.
Lana! Lana! Come here. Come here. Come here, little girl. You want to play in there or you want to come here? Okay, go ahead. The Blackguard Inn. There's also a Salty Dog Tavern. In.
Yeah. The rest of it was last night.
Hmm?
Oh, the WWE event that was here last night.
Oh.
It was cool. It was fun. Got to see some people. Got to see some wrestlers up close. It was his big first ever WWE event, so Del gave it to her as kind of like a birthday present.
Okay, well, she enjoys it, but that's
yeah.
good.
That's where I actually got the necklace at.
Sorry, I was 1986 state champion in wrestling. I prefer to watch real wrestling. But hey, over years I found out why I kept having problems in tournaments. My heart wasn't good, so I didn't recover quick enough for the next match. So I couldn't make it through 3 matches in a day. The only time that one I kind of like, it got stretched out 2 days. I think that's why I made it. Because years later, when my heart finally gave out, I kind of learned it. But doctors would always pass me on my physicals. I would fail the first time, and then I'd go see one for the school, and they would pass me. But I think it's because they wanted me to play. I played football for a while, but I just never got into it much. I think I had problems with the coach. Just one of those dicks. You're like, I don't want to do crap for you. I was just there to get exercise for wrestling. Then I do track and field. Same reason.
You guys are working on his background.
Which one? This one?
For D6.
For D6?
This one
Well-
is like, you know,
There is not, at least at this point in the game, when you guys are coming in, there's no other spellcaster. I do know there's one necromancer, but he has very specific spells. But yeah, so you know, it may not be hard to become the sorcerer.
yeah, so no, part of the background that I was thinking of was like, kind of like a magical Indiana Jones, you know, two-footed kind of thing.
Okay. So you were like an archaeologist for a while, but you found any
Found
the books?
before I stole them.
Yeah. Well, there could have been, because there could be many books.
Right. But it's also one of those things I've come to realize that a lot of this crap shouldn't be in the hands of ordinary. So it's like, yeah.
Well, it's power to protect the planet that was not being used. You know?
Or to the point, oh, this goes so badly in somebody's hands. And it's like, okay, put it away somewhere safely. And people are like, oh, hey, we stole a couple of artifacts.
Yeah. Maybe you have hunted by the church. Maybe you took
Not
them out
so
of
much.
Vatican or something.
No, it's more like the Antiquities Department of the Egyptian Historical Society.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Well, yeah, if you get weaknesses, you can get more power.
Yeah, I know. That's
So,
something,
like-
you know, that's actually something I was actually thinking about. Yeah, it's good. Going that way with it. It's like, yeah.
I'm going to have to look to see what possible power that's going to get.
It basically gives me like an extra weight dispense.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the yeah. But it also depends on how much it affects you. There's like 3 levels, 1, 2, 3 points.
Yeah, I really wanted.
Like Superman's weakness to kryptonite isn't worth because it's not common. But it ends up becoming common, I swear. That planet must have been huge if that much kryptonite got here.
Yeah.
Although, like when John Burney rewrote him, the only piece that got here was about this big. It's because when the planet exploded, it's stuck in the back of the ship. So it followed the ship here. But if you think about it, a planet exploding, only so many pieces are going exactly that direction.
Yeah.
I feel. Always wondered about that. But he also could have one for every color. Gold kryptonite, red kryptonite. Outside, yeah. Or bathroom. How you doing, little girl?
They say Britain wasn't built in a day. But it could have been if they used it as a business. Discounted profits of the business supplies. Guides on what to buy. And analytics so you know where all money's going. Maximizes the small business value. Wherever comfort is, push your thing with a sense of comfort forever. Experience the redesigned Solar Perfect speaker.
No, none of it. Have you found what you're looking for, sir?
Oh, yes. There's a tavern and a inn.
At least we didn't just go to the tavern or inn.
Well, the tavern doesn't have an inn. It's just a tavern. The inn has a dining area, but they don't really have so much of a bar, and they will limit how much you can drink there. Start to get crazy. Oh yeah, everyone. You guys remember the other one at all? Remember the one you have?
Yeah, I still got it.
Yeah. That's good. That's basically after he was being controlled by Toss.
Yeah.
You have it. This was before. But who he was. You guys have probably noticed by the point that he's kind of out of it. He just seems, if you approach it with a weapon, he'll start swinging at you, but otherwise he has to be led anywhere. He doesn't even know his name anymore. He'd been someone else for too long. Longer than he'd been the original person. The original person being the alchemist. Guy invented the black diamond.
First of all, I also got this. I got clan and everything rare and good.
Oh, you know what would be really funny? For $6, you use something like a Transformer as a character?
I probably could, because they were
Yeah.
hero-based at one point.
Well, they're Marvel superheroes.
Yeah.
You would
They
just
did.
basically have it be as a gadget for the separate one.
Mm-hmm.
You give it robot stats for one, and the other one would be a device, but you could only, you give it the weakness of you could only be one or the other. Or you go with the ring idea, whatever you want.
Well, if I were to do this one in particular, I know what kind of style I would go with, but the problem is I'd have to go through and make sure that I'm not doing a copyright of them because I've used so many of these guys.
As Marvel and DC found out, you can't copyright characters. Like, if someone's playing the character, unless they're making money on the character,
Mm-hmm.
then it doesn't matter.
Well, they're still making money off this guy.
But you can play Marvel characters. You can play DC characters. You can do it in their own games. Their online games. They used to take the name away from me, but then the law went.
Dinobot.
A Dinobot?
No, that's his actual name. It's Dinobot. He's from Beast Wars.
Okay.
He'd probably be the type that I would want to go with if I did that.
You could. You just gotta, work out the points.
Oh God, this is the
Do you
one.
have abilities that only, your high speed, would probably only apply to the vehicle form.
The Raptor form, yeah.
So, you basically you could give yourself additional points by saying, hey, it only works in this point. So, you at least get a point out of it. You can add that
Yeah.
into it. You'll have 120 points. You want to... Now, your character, I don't know how... I'll have to look at the dice, see how it works.
Yeah.
See if, you buy a level of magic, or, however it works in the spells.
Yeah, well, it's like having, you have a magic stat, and then you put dice into them. That's how many
Yeah.
dice you have to roll.
Tonight,
Yeah?
I'm gonna need you to pour peroxide on that.
Okay. No problem. I have 2 bottles.
He's in the Transformers game that I've been playing. So if you want to join, you'll get him.
I would say Pottytron.
Along with
Pottytron.
Yeah, he transforms into a toilet.
Man,
Hey, I could kill a lot of people.
I'm gonna need you to
They sit on the toilet. Big old laser.
I'm gonna need you to pour peroxide on that
Okay.
because it's itching really, really bad.
Okay. And we can also put some cortisone on it. Help reduce the itchy. Let me move this over. I think so. Yeah, we got sound. So, we'll start off with, I guess you shared the Alchemist's Diary with you. And it goes, I am rebirth, I am flight. I feel new, and yet as old as the land. I have run from darkness that terrified me, and yet made me feel welcome at the same time. I am told a great many things about myself, although I remember very little. The trouble and triumphs of my previous life fade into the shadows. I am told I was peace and love. I was good and just. I practiced my arts for the benefit of all, and healed the land with the gifts of a just God. I appeared benevolent to all, especially my love. I feel within me is darkness, hatred, and envy. What I told cannot be proved. There's something missing. There's something hidden for myself now, as I feel I hid it from all, even my beloved Lady Virginia. In the back of my mind, it is true. My own darkness, my own doubting, hatred, and rage. I know it is poisoning me. I am told I have done so much in service of others, but is that what I told them only to have it repeated to me now? Was my life a lie? Is my life a lie? In the end, it is said to me, all there is death, and all these good and evil works will be for naught. The gods will determine that. I get visions, still in nightmares, brief glimpses of what was. I saw myself toiling for a greater purpose. Then, what was my current life a way, a better myself, better for good or evil? I know not, I remember not. I know I created a machine, an apparatus, but I do not even remember for what. I know I kept detailed notes, as good sages do. I do not even remember where. I'm told I toiled endlessly on this apparatus, and once my mind conceived it, I could not rest until it was completed. Many nights did I work in the darkness of my secluded laboratory, with the works hidden, even from my betrothed. I remember being frustrated. I remember crying out. I remember a breakthrough. I have visions of what I was so proud of. I saw the missing piece, its rod of crystal hewn just so, and its length just thus. The sulfur sphere it is all made sense, or is all made sense. Okay? I remember a sense of accomplishment and pride. I remember a sense of triumph, power, glee, and little revenge. I almost disappeared for a fortnight, toiling and working. I left Heather House with excitement and returned in horror that night. I ran screaming from the Griffin Hill that night with a horrible vision of evil in my mind, darkness I could not explain, a shadow I could not remember. I had done something that day on the hill, something unintentional, something I do not understand. The darkness haunts my mind, calling to me. It is evil, I am sure. It is only describable as the creature to my body mind. I know it is out there. It haunts me still. My nightmares become more real to me as time goes on. The creature demands things of me, things I do not know. I see him control evils I do not understand. I struggle to remember what I did. I cannot. I know I can right this wrong. I know I remember more every day that goes by. My mind is full of things I cannot discern, whether they are things I have done or shadows of a nightmare. I hope, for everyone's sake, they are only nightmares. I see horrible things that no living being should do. Have I seen these things? Have I done these things? I do not know, but I remember more every day. Now, as you went through that, everyone roll an intelligence.
22.
27.
34.
31.
Okay. You two realize someone has walked out of the barn. The alchemist is not in the barn right now. You want to go look for him?
Yeah.
Okay. Make an intelligence check to see if you can find him. He's not really hiding. Okay. Find him. He's outside and he's staring at that big square, large, 5-floor building. Looks like a big square with tons of windows, gargoyles here and there on it, Gothic style. Just looking at it, standing back. He went outside to see it because he couldn't see it from in here. He's just staring at it. He hasn't said anything. You guys haven't heard him say anything yet. But he seems to be a little out of it. So, and the places are 1, is the Blackened Inn. Is the inn to sleep at. The other is a tavern. Let me check the numbers right there. 14.
Well, he's looking at it kind of it's like, remembering anything?
That's a Blackened Inn. And he says, I think I've been there. A lot. Well, 14. Salty Dog Tavern. There's also a couple boarding houses here and there. But the main place you hear is the Blackened Inn. That's going to be over on Market Street. And the other one's on, well, just down at the bottom of the hill from the sanitarium. And when you were told that, the guy pointed at that big building. The same one this guy's staring at, saying, I know that place. I've been there. So they bring enough food so no one has to drink into your rations. Everyone make a con roll. Anyone's allergic to anything? She failed almost.
30.
Good.
$23.
Okay.
26.
Good.
24.
You're all good. Now the question is after the week. You guys want to stay here and sleep in the barn? Or you want to head to an actual place of beds?
Probably stay here. We can probably keep a better defense.
Okay. Since you've been there a day already, you get to make a personal saving roll on your wizardry. Then, rest, go to all 6 times.
$37.
Okay. You're good. Only need a 20. Now, so you guys gonna sleep here?
Mm-hmm.
Now you'll need a second level roll for the second day, and you guys will all need first level rolls of it.
24.
37.
Is this for the attention?
Wizardry.
Creative.
Ah, you're still there. So, we'll just do one encounter check for the whole night. So, somebody, I don't care who you are, go ahead.
1.
Okay, still good.
So we've got more information.
Oh yeah, we head in the morning. See what kind of places there are. There's a lot of different businesses in town. You found out that the sanitarium, which is where the bar is at, also is down below it. If you get out of the sanitarium, you go to a bar right away. But that's that big building he says he's been in, so. Plus, there was a couple places mentioned on your story, Morgan. And then you guys, I think, did you guys have anything mentioned in yours? I think they mentioned. It would have been the house on Griffin Hill. which is that one that was near the cemetery here. Because you don't really see any other hills around here. That and sanitarium's up one. Basically, if anything mentioned that you went, or like you said, you go to town, you start talking to some people. Alright. Does anyone know what's going on? Yeah.
Oh, I saw no clue.
Huh?
I saw no clue. It's like, hey, it's like, we're following her because she's got somebody who's.
Yeah, but he seems not to remember being who. And the story might have helped you convince that he was out of control during it. Now the next one I need is a die 10 roll. It says mortgage for first. You got a die 10? This one. Okay. Most binary with
9.
With the Warhammer stuff. 9? We were rolling for whether or not, right? Okay, what'd you roll? 9?
Yep.
Well, as you guys are sleeping, it starts if you hear some distant thunder. And, anyone be sleeping down on the ground on the bottom floor?
Nope.
Because it's getting a layer of like a bluish fog on it. Well, you're also hearing the distant rumble of more thunder, flashes of lightning, seem to get closer by the minute. So, it sounds like a thunderstorm's rolling in and it's bringing fog. Like it wasn't enough.
Oh no, there's never enough.
So, it's kind of like walking through thunder and fog. At least for about half the day. It's thin out throughout the day.
Just takes it a
But
while.
it's going to be lightning and thunder with occasional drizzles through the next day. Counter check might mean lightning. So, you guys discuss anything or decide on
Okay, so.
what you guys remember, or should, is Todd was after the Black Diamond. Apparently he got it because that's what's creating this fog that doesn't allow any people to leave. Or controls like where he wants them. So he can like tighten it at areas to make sure people can't get away, things like that. It's controlled through the apparatus, which the diamond works with. There are some locations where there are additional pages of diaries and notes. I think basically, and that Todd, the actual vampire, is coming this way, according to some people. Occasionally, the alchemist will mention that, like it's a warning. Like he's worried about it. Like he knows it's an evil coming. But again, he doesn't know. He doesn't seem to remember its name. He just refers to it as the creature. Like his memory ended at the last of that other page. He doesn't even remember when you guys have. So, we did an encounter check for the night, right?
Yes.
It was pretty quiet.
Yep.
We got the weather.
Yep.
Now, and we actually already rolled. It was for the first night sleeping in town. That's what I had you guys roll for. So, morning comes up. Any plans?
Well, back up, head to town, see,
Doing you fine? Let's see here. Things you'll pass on the way.
Keep that for when you are at that point, because then you'll join.
You'll pass a house, kind of like at an intersection. Has a beautiful garden. Let's see here, we got, like they have nice hedges. Looks like they might even they have a couple wagons. Like they might even take care of a lot of this stuff around town. Let's see the different things going on here and there. Let's see what we got. Then we head up and hit oh, those are probably additional ones. A, B, C, D. No, there's B. That's a different A and B. Oh, annoying. I can't reuse the same damn letters.
You just love when they do that to you.
Well, plus I'm confirming it, so. But after a while, we can just get you there. Doesn't look like really to be much. Well, I should mention about the streets. They're kind of like empty. Not a lot of people out. More of like if people are going anywhere, they're basically have something they're trying to get finished. They're kind of in a rush. People don't really like it much outside. Finally, you'll walk up to the Blackguard Inn. This inn's high-peaked roof rises from the surrounding buildings. The shutters flung open from the windows to catch the sea air. Lake on the other side. Called sea air, but lake air sounds worse. In the window boxes, flowers nod gently in the breeze. The daily linens hang from the window sashes of the second floor. Let's get one after that's it. So, you guys go on in there?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Go ahead and everyone make charisma rolls.
38.
38.
31.
Up down.
No, you had 38. I had 31.
32.
32.
26.
Okay. You all made it. Although some of you are minus because you're odd races. Just because they haven't seen a whole lot. The Drow Drugar is oddly enough not one of them. It just looks like a heavy set Drow. Because, it's a mix between the two, so. They seem more Drow here than Drugar. As you enter, inside the common room, it's stark and silent. The sharp tang of sour ale and old meats fills the air. as well as, but you do see the patrons in here, they kind of like keep their heads down under the smoky gray low beams. The sharp tang, or you also smell ales, mustard, and meats fill the air as you guys enter into the great room. Heavy beams of the ceiling sag, a blazing fire in the hearth tries with little success to stave off the late autumn chill that permeate the large hall. Next to the fire sits a lone figure.
It's always just one lone person.
Oh well, there must be two, because he's arguing with someone. So it can't be sitting alone.
Unless he's arguing with himself.
No, they give a name for him. And he actually has stats, so he must be real. He's arguing with a man who seems older, but much more fancy dressed, but not too many like extra things here and there. He's got glasses and carrying a book under his arm. And they seem to be discussing something along the lines of something called science. A weird type of magic. What's supposed to be the lone figure seems to be against it, while the other one, which you hear after a while is known as Dr. Duhanor, is discussing with him. What do you guys want? You guys go in there and sit down or something?
I'll sit down.
Okay. I'll come to you for would you like something to drink? No, the only thing we have, well, besides we have water, we have some juices, but most commonly is the ale because it's best to cut the flavor of the fog out of your throat.
Take an ale.
And cheese and meat plate, or we have a nice mustard that we serve with it.
Sounds good. I'll try some of that.
The drinks are silver apiece. The plate is 1 gold.
Give him 2 gold.
Okay. I guess you use you 9 silver.
Silver, and I'll get a couple ales.
Okay. You can bring them over. Anything anyone does, you just sit here, wait for your drinks and food, or...
Keen hearing to see what they're talking about.
Okay, make a roll.
$32.
A balladeer. Have you read the bard? The J ballads?
Yeah.
Let's think of it. It says, this man is the town balladeer. Known, you'll hear his name as Gwyndion. He is a romantic skeptic. He does not trust machines or the so-called sciences. They are away from the elven ways. As he's arguing with Dr. Duhanor, and Dr. Duhanor's opinion is, well, when we've lost, our elven ways are blocked from us, so we need, just as if you'd injured your leg, you would get a stick to help you walk. That's all they are. And he's like, well, how about your weird brainwashing stuff you do? That doesn't seem right. Is that like the forbidden spell? He's like, no. It's not. It's known as hypnosis. And it's not a control. It just allows me to understand what's picking at them nowadays, because everyone's having nightmares, you know? So, especially at the plate. I mean, I'm down to only well, only about 3 notable patients right now. But I also lost a couple well-established doctors in the field, and I've been working it myself. But hopefully we'll hear someday from him. So that's what you're here. They're kind of disagreeing, but not really to an argument point. More of like, I believe this is better than what you believe. No, you just don't understand, and they just keep doing it all night.
Yeah. While I'm waiting for my drink, it's like I have my various gizmos and gadgets. I'm just kind of fine tuning on them a little bit.
Okay. Let's do a twister check.
$32.
32. Well, checking on. You know what they did in this? Price. No problem. I'll go something and I'll write it. So I remember it. Actually, if I go into here, I can find the actual total gold prices. Not that I use this one much. But, now, sorry, what was it you're doing?
Oh, I'm just working on my little gizmos that I use for
Oh yeah,
stuff.
that was it, sorry. What it is that as you look around, you're not really the only one.
Okay.
Other people fidgeting with stuff here and there. So you kind of actually fit in
Okay.
on that factor. Okay. Let's see here. Now, weapons, pole arms, projectiles, goons, armor, shields. Materials, design, enhancements. Oh yeah, that's what some of the stuff you want to know for the. Well, probably. What character of yours is the weaponsmith one?
Yeah, it's got swordsmith, artificer, armorsmith, and clock.
Okay. Let's see here. Especially where no general, no. Food. Specialty wares, no. Let's see. Slaves? Clothing? Animals? Anyone want to buy some animals? Really? You tell me? Not in here. Wow. No. Got it. Maybe I shouldn't have looked for you. You don't have it. So we'll probably go 3. Well, I'll just roll dice. We don't know how the prices are going up. 3. Wonderful. 3 gold a night. You guys want rooms? We still have a few available. But yeah, people are working on something here or there. Other people are like, reading books, but there's about half the people are playing card games, keeping each other entertained. And you see occasionally another person kind of shows up, but they don't. You don't see anyone leaving that much. So, as the evening goes, but you're here. You got here in the morning, so it's slowly. At first, it was kind of empty because everyone went home in the morning. So as it goes, it gets a little more busy. What does everyone gets their food, get drink.
And make sure the room's paid for.
Yep. Everyone want to get a room?
Sure, why
3
not?
gold. If I can find the description. Not that that's not this. These are rooms located on the 2nd floor of the Blackguard Inn. One thing you notice about the room is they do feel a little chilly and vaguely menacing.
Oh, reminds me of Grandma's house.
And unless you close the shutters on the windows, the fog will slowly start pouring in through the window too. So, let's see. So, anything you do in the day? Does anyone need to do any shopping? There are some places down. Let's see. We have different places you can pick stuff up at.
2 more places you need to upgrade till you rank 4.
I'm keeping an eye on our friend over here.
Keeping an eye on him.
Go around through town.
You want to go hang around town?
Yeah, just go see, listen to see what people are chatting about.
Okay. Give you an idea looking around, you'll find the Blackguard, which actually does also sell some miscellaneous gear. There's the livery, horses, saddles, and harnesses. There's a garrison, which sells non-magical weapons and shields. There's a burned church, apparently fell on fire one time. They just kind of like patched it here and there. They don't use the tower anymore, but they deal with scrolls, books, and potions. There's a smithy that takes care of our armor. If you ask about any magical weapons or devices, kind of like Siege you're playing with, Mayor's house is actually pretty good for that. He's got a guy there that's pretty good with some stuff. But then there's also Kerrville's shop, which is just general gear. That's what he sells. But the big thing that always and then even wandering around outside, that same feeling you had in your room is like just wandering around. So you notice there's not many people. So really, if you want to because if you see anyone on the street, they'll just ignore you and keep going. They'll actually even try to take a wider route around you if they have to, because they're in a hurry. But if you want, you basically have to go somewhere and see what people are there.
Right, so basically places where they have potions.
Potions?
Potions.
Potions! That's the
church.
Yep. Burn. Wow. Well, that is located. Oh! You gotta take Glen Road over the bridge, over the river.
Oh, jeez.
And then on the other side, it will kind of weave around till it goes to the ruined chapel. But just an encounter check if you want, you can go up there.
Or what's on the way up there? It's not going by.
6, 7, 8, and let's see here. There's a shipping house because it's right on the other side is that little port on the lake. There's a tavern, another one, called the Seventh Sea. There is another traveler's place, or an inn. It's called the Traveler's Inn. All these are like what are right on the waterfront. And then there's a large warehouse. But also as you're heading up in that direction, you'll see in the distance, although you're not right there by it, is an old mill. It's like on the opposite side of the river in the direction you're going. You come up to Mill Bridge if you want to go over there.
Well, I'll just head up to the churches. Just making a mental note of where things are as I...
These are like all the buildings on the way. Shipping house, Seventh Sea, Traveler Inn, warehouse. That's at the edge of town. You follow that road out to Mill Bridge. Mill Road, go east to Mill Bridge. You take a turn through some skeletal barren trees. There's the Mill Bridge across the cold, brown waters of the Arden River. To the east, the mill pond is covered with rotting leaves of autumn. West of the bridge, a rock flume channel the water into the great water wheel of the mill house. But as you keep going that way, you'll find the burned church of Benyar and I think it's the town graveyard. Well, they actually have a graveyard listed on the opposite side too. They might have a separate one for like before.
Alright.
So, you walk up to it. It actually looks like it's not been burnt that long ago. Now there is lightning and thunder still. It's kind of a drizzly day. I should say with the weather, you should probably make a con check, just first level. See if you get anything. Like 6.
23.
Okay. Well, you already did an encounter check, right? We're like on that side. You're leaving out the village to get to it.
Of course.
You got it? Okay. Roll the dice well. 4. There. And then there it is. And it's daytime. So those give much time. 4?
Yeah.
Well, as you're wandering over that way, you see a rather large, like almost 10 feet tall. First of all, you think he's farther away, but he seems to be approaching quicker than you thought, and then you feel the ground moving. So, basically, make an intuition roll to see how well you can identify him. It's not that unusual, so just the first level.
Oh, okay, so 25.
Okay, that's second level. It's an ogre. But he seems to be like in a... Well, not wild looking,
Okay.
but not as dressed up as everyone else. Just wearing like a loose shirt he probably cut out of something. More of a skirt than a pair of pants. But he does have some like spears and what looks like it's supposed to be a quiver, but he's carrying like 4 or 5 spears in it. Big size. And a bag on the side that's like bulging with stuff. And you even hear kind of a clanking as he's coming closer, like glass on glass.
Okay.
Make a charisma roll. As you guys kind of look at each other.
27.
Okay. That gives you a head nod. And then just stays on the road or the path. You want to step off of it or?
I'll just let him pass.
Okay. Kind of looks at you, kind of like grunts a little bit, but he doesn't bother you. He's like, of course you do. I think. Little man!
I'm only 4'9", so.
Yeah. He was much more so. And then he heads back. Well, after he crosses the river, he seems to turn and head not into town, but along the edge of town towards the forest.
Okay.
So he's not entering town, though. But he could have been over there picking up some nice stuff.
Well, continue heading back towards the church.
Okay. You get there and you see basically there still looks like it hasn't been fully patched yet. You see a couple people up on the roof working on it. That's why you think it might have been more recent. Looks like it took a lot of damage. So like right now, there's a gardener's shack next to it. That's all you see.
And then walk up, see if there's actually anybody there to
Check the church or the gardening shack.
check the gardening shack first.
Okay.
And see if there's somebody there who can be like, hey, is there somebody here selling potions? Or scrolls?
Well, a guy comes to the door. Gray elf. Kind of looks of the religious beliefs. And he's who are you?
Name's Kendar Aaron.
Wringing his hands.
Sorry to disturb you.
No, it's fine. Sorry about the temple or our church. It got struck by lightning just a few days ago during one of the bad storms. So, what can I help you with?
Oh, is that anything that can help restore someone's
Like, was it from an injury or was it a curse?
I'm thinking it might have been either a curse or possession.
Did someone curse him?
I'm thinking it might have been more possession.
Oh. Tis the devil himself, probably. I might have something that would help them with the recovery of it a little bit, maybe over time. I mean, if they've suffered some damage to their mind, but if it's a curse, it's going to be a little more difficult because then I'm dealing with. I would have to find out what it was, so I would probably have to use my my scope on him. Maybe I could find the problem. You know, my omnipotent scope. See if I can find more detail on what the problem is, and then I could. That takes more. I have to know the curse to come up with something, but I can't guarantee on that, especially if it's, you know, him. And he kind of nods his head back towards the town. Do you have it with you? Or do you guys stay back to the, stay at the house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
These guys actually
That's
say
what I
that
thought.
I'm just by myself.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, how did this happen?
not entirely sure the story of this.
Well, if he's really troubled, you might have to take him to the sanitary, to the,
Sanitarium.
yeah.
He mentioned he looked at it and said that he'd been there several times.
Because it's common with the nightmares that are just floating through the forests and everything around here with this fog. A lot of people have to go in every once in a while. I had one of my, before the place which one of my fellow brethren lost it one day and went in there. He helped him remember what actually happened. He had it could have been an illusion or hallucination, I guess he called it, which I'm not sure what the difference is.
Illusion would be a magic spell. Hallucination would be something that your own mind could produce.
Well, but it's yeah, it could be. But you don't know who did it.
I have a good idea who might
If Walter goes, do you think it was the devil?
the one who caused all this. Bob,
Yeah,
that's who you're referring to.
yeah. He's looking a little more nervous. Like, you know, maybe I'd like to go back inside now.
That's it would help you remember what happened with the problems, in the trumpets.
Well, I wish we could have done more to stop it, but ever since he moved into the Griffin Hill house, it's been a curse on the whole town. Bless us all. We thought the evil stories of the old would be proven wrong once for all, but for not a short while, he himself ran from that place. Since then, we've sent some people to destroy the horror there, but none of them have come back. Or if they have, they've had to be put in the asylum. Men come back, well, that's why I asked. They would come back and just look at everyone like they were strangers. Like they'd lost everything. Sometimes they would turn violent. Does this man seem to respond violently?
How did you brandish a weapon?
Well, that could be just offensive. But be careful because, you know, what's he going to count as a weapon?
Just a Christian. It's
What were you,
10:22, by the way.
what were you looking for, though?
Well, just anything else that like folks who are supposed to put that.
Oh, well, we take care of that.
Yes.
I do have something. It's a costly one, you know, it's 25 gold. Takes me a while, it takes me a full moon to make it, but it will relieve the mind of its hauntings. Usually they take form as dreams in the night. It might help, and maybe that's what we, people that have sometimes weren't wandered too far on the moors or something like that, we've had to give them these, and it helped them. The only one I know that has any answer to the actual fog, the illness from it, would be, I heard the doctor had some possibilities using his medical stuff. I don't know. I mean, I would wish we could do something, but the destruction of my church here, I believe by the same possible source, because it happened after he returned. So, I don't have, it's hard for me to have the advantage of having followers to tap for ability, for power. Especially in this fog, I'm really limited. I've had to resort to using iconography, things of my religion that I used to be able to do easily. Like, blessing someone in the water would just be an easy thing to do. But nowadays, we have to add so much more to the water to clear it to be used. Or as it is already, even the water we drink most of the time is already foul. So, did you want to try this potion, or,
If you have any other ideas.
I would say if the gentleman's, well, how did you find him? Questions you don't want to answer.
Yeah. It's one of those, my traveling companions found me. I was locked in a prison.
Oh.
And they rescued me. Thinking he might have some information.
I actually think your best possibility would be speaking to the doctor. He's better at that kind of stuff. I just have something that could help heal the mind, but, unless you got something more specific you need, like a ghoul bite to treat, I have some stuff. A lot of what I deal with has to do with the undead around here. Especially in my own cemetery, I have to keep it down. So, what used to be easier, basically in the sense of a priest, what you would do to dispel a zombie undead, which would be the lowest level, actually goes up one level difficulty. So it's actually harder nowadays than it used to be. So, okay. The rest of you guys just sit around the, wait to see what's going to find out.
What mentions the zombies is heard stories through my family. It's like there's a foreign land they at one time had necromancer kept raising people up. So eventually they decided to start burning all the bodies down to ashes.
Yes.
Hadn't had problems since.
But the problem we have is the county is much more careful about it. He doesn't kill anyone with his training, but he still gets control. So he doesn't leave bodies around. He doesn't. But vampires have ruled our towns for generations. Mostly from the castle further north, or further east than the one you guys were at originally, when you were locked up in. Because you went after him one time to get him, but he trapped you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that was the very castle prison.
From what I've heard, he's looking for something. Or someone, I don't know.
I think it's.
So, I guess you head on back to
Yeah.
fill them all in. Everyone, do a second level wizardry check.
33.
Need a
Oh,
25.
I did 19.
Okay.
9.
30.
49. 56.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like, I'm probably back by mid-afternoon or so.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, because we're going to be done for the day. Unless you guys have anything else you want to get done before evening.
well, is the doctor still there when I get back?
No, he went back to the sanitarium. That's where he actually lives there.
Oh, okay.
But anyone's allowed to go up there.
Okay.
I mean, he has a lot of people that have to deal with problems.
And when you go into the Alliance, there's a little thing
But I gotta check
that says
on
HQ. You go there, you go
Her.
into the headquarters.
voila. Didn't make the roll. The secret roll.
No, I come back and it's like,
It'll be. Yeah.
They filled everyone in on what you learned.
yeah.
Okay.
The doctor might be able to help him recover his memories a bit better.
So you guys can take them that way.
Okay.
You make a. Yeah, what would I do? I guess make charisma.
Three.
There's 3? Okay. There's what? Ah. You, well, you fell asleep while waiting around. And then, you had a bad dream. Trying to find that dream. No event is a. Here it is. So, what you get? 33, okay. Well, as you're sitting there, are you in, were you last in your room or in the downstairs drinking and listening to people? Okay. Well, as you're sitting there downstairs, listening to people, the guy kind of like goes into a story. But then, you notice on the walls are thousands of evil-looking spiders. Drop down the walls, crawling towards you.
The one that doesn't like spiders had to get spiders.
Right?
What do you do? You gonna go start stomping on them? They're not huge. They're just regular sized spiders. You know, half an inch to an inch. But they're thousands.
Thousands of them?
Yep. Now they're crawling toward you.
Yeah.
Some are across the ceiling.
Yeah.
They can drop on you.
I don't think I can stomp all these.
Okay. The other three of you, or two of you, I guess he could be here back by now. Notice the same that she's kind of like looking around, like all panicky, starting to stomp on the ground. First she's hearing noises. Now she's stomping on the ground.
Now
And she's
first I'm
dancing.
hearing voices, now I'm stuff on the ground. What the fuck is going on with me?
Kind of. Would it be back by this time, or was it just this?
Yeah, we'll have you be there.
Okay.
I'm gonna ever drink some sweet water.
Yeah, Sweetwater?
I got 6 of that still.
Okay, go ahead.
Take one of these. See what that does. I just don't have a theory at the moment.
Right.
Drink it.
Freaking.
Okay. Make a luck roll.
Theory.
Fucking series.
Been sitting on this one for a hot minute.
19.
Don't erase.
6.
19?
Mm-hmm.
Spiders come crawling out of the bottle into your mouth.
I'm not drinking that.
Now,
Boing.
back to the real world. She's asleep. So that's why you didn't have to erase it, because you really didn't give it to her, but she thought you were there. But she's still getting, like, still acting weird.
Somebody want to try waking her?
Yeah, I just had to shake her.
Okay. Make a wisdom or intelligence check to keep your sanity. Don't make me pull out the insanity chart.
Dun 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 dun.
I have that beyond the supernatural.
I call it the Hulu insanity charts a lot of fun.
Yeah.
22.
Okay. She wakes up and screams. And starts slapping at her arms and legs, but after a short while she realizes there's nothing crawling on her.
Oh, so
Hey.
this place gives you advantages.
Lose a point of wizardry. Not permanent, it's like damage. So just put like -1 next to it.
Don't erase it. 'cause
Yeah, keep the original number, but yeah, keep track of damage.
Like you spend a point.
Yeah. Well, you spent a point kind of trying to keep your sanity. When you woke up, you noticed it wasn't there. You start spitting out. Spiders! Other people in the room kind of look down like, you know, no one's like upset that you did it. But they're like, oh, I'm sorry. That happened. So, I guess we're, I will give 150 points overall for experiencing the mess of this village.
Well, you just get 150. Okay.
Well, because it wasn't so much, it was more of experiencing what's going on.
Right.
But then you guys have to decide, like, if you want to take that guy to the sanitarium.
I want to see that.
I will say that when he was here, he kind of looked at the alchemist for a second, like, you know, he may have known him, but then he walked away. He wasn't sure. So,
Space here.
Hold on, Joel, I got yours too.
would you like to be friends? I don't think anyone's gone up a level yet, but
Did you get yours from the last time?
Oh, I found
Yeah, I
it
got mine from
by your foot.
Okay, well, when I get up, I'll go over and get it.
let me go ahead and talk to you people later. Like, subscribe,
Okay, your
tell your friends.
Bye.
Bye, Lana.
260.
Let me go turn this off and I'll come back to you.
That is yours.
Yes, Rose, he got me on this game.
I know.
Hey, you know,
Well, he
Having
got
a-
me on it, but then he promises to help me on it.
well, I'm trying to also figure out what else we can do, because aside from just leveling up your stuff at the moment, which is pretty much what we're trying